Wow!
We're here to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. We're going to talk about the first part of the first season, part 1, episodes 1 through 5.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked it.
They were good?
Yeah.
Way better than Evangelion.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Like, even parts that I missed while talking to, like, Bird, like a beginning part about a dog. I don't remember that part.
What do you mean?
Like, apparently Dio, like, kicked a dog or something. Into
Dio
the
does
chimney.
kick a dog. Right into a furnace.
I do not remember that part. So,
Yeah.
I don't...
Dio killed Jonathan's dog. First, let's go through your notes. Pull up your notes. What have you written about the first few episodes?
Alright, Dio and JoJo are not blood related. Dio is basically a foster kid who got saved from his abusive dad. The show starts with JoJo's dad getting sick, and he's not getting any better. Turns out that Dio is poisoning him and poisoned his own dad, so him and JoJo get into a big fight. Dio leaves to get this powerful mask that was inherited through their mom, and he comes back all weeping and sobbing, and he's about to give himself up to be taken to the cops when he surprise attacks the dad and stabs him in the gut, which harnesses the power of the mask, so Dio gets turned into a vampire. And kills the dad. They both start fighting, and something gets lit on fire, so the house burns down with Dio in it. Oh, that was the end of that sentence. That was a long sentence.
You really read it weird, too.
Yeah.
You wrote it.
Yes.
Why'd you write a weird long sentence you can't read?
Fucking, I don't know.
Sure the fans want to know.
Cause I'm dumb, okay? I'm not an English man.
You're not an Englishman? Jonathan Joestar is an Englishman.
I am not. Even though I am English, I am not an English man. Cause words no good.
Keep reading about Jonathan Joestar.
Dio is presumed dead as JoJo lives his life, but Dio recovers by sucking the blood out of people, and now he has minions. JoJo, on the way somewhere, encounters his dude with a cup of wine and a sandwich, who then starts teaching JoJo photosynthesis to fight against the zombies and vampires. Episode 4 is where JoJo utilizes these new skills. So in episode 4, they went through a tunnel and fought like a zombie/vampire minion of Dio's in a dark tunnel where the vampire was like bursting out of horses. Yeah, I do remember that. That was cool. Yeah. So the guy with the sandwich and the cup of wine was William Zappelli. Or is William Zappelli. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't care. He reminded me of like a Prince type? A Prince type? Yeah. Well, like the artist formerly known as Prince? Yeah. Calling him Prince. His name's not Prince. Don't you know that the record label stole his likeness in perpetuity across the universe? Dio can control the dead now and other monsters at night. Cool. There's a whole ass backstory about Queen Mary and Elizabeth and the knights who betrayed them. Harmon is the photosynthesis power name. Harmon breathing uses Ripple. Yeah. The photosynthesis power name. Yeah. I guess it is like a photosynthesis power to use. Yeah, they get all their shit from the light. The energy, yeah. Well, it's just that the energy they're making is like equivalent to sunlight. I'm not sure if it is sunlight. I don't know. I'm not convinced the creator of JoJo's knows. The night dude who comes to kill JoJo has a sword that he uses with his hair. Like he's using the sword with his hair. He's holding his hair, swinging the sword around, or his hair's. His hair is like a hand. His hair is like a hand. Yeah. That grabs his sword. Yeah, and it's like independent in the back, and it's like. You're gonna see a lot more shit like that start happening because that's way closer to like the idea of stands, where like they literally have like a phantomized extension of themselves like appear to help them fight. I only watched JoJo like maybe one other time before this. Okay. And you were showing it to me. Right. Yeah, did we watch a little bit of part 3 then with the stands or? Yes.
We probably watched the opening to that because that's the first time I ever watched JoJo's. Shout out to my friend Robin, Inside Alloy on Twitter. She showed me JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, and we smoked a lot of weed and watched it a couple years ago. You know, I had this really cool like green tower bong that I named Hanafonta Green after one of the characters' stands. So I was really into it for a while. Just Part 3. It's like 60 episodes of travel adventure. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. We're gonna do all the JoJo's parts probably.
I enjoy JoJo's.
Fuck it. Let's just watch JoJo's for the next several months.
Yeah.
Weeks or however long it takes to watch and talk about it.
I like JoJo's. I'm not opposed to that idea.
I'm sure Bird wants you to draw more JoJo's art of us all. So,
He's been asking for those stands for a while, and I have
for a
not,
long time, for like almost a year.
I have not drawn them at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, underwater Harmon is a pretty cool idea. He uses Harmon underwater. So he's drowning, and he's like, oh shit, I'm drowning. Do I go up or do I go down? And he goes down, which is weird.
Right.
But there's air pockets underneath this rock, and he uses the air pockets to actually be able to breathe and actually use underwater Harmon, and it's like the coolest shit ever. It's so
I'm glad
cool.
you like it. Yeah, I thought that was cool too.
Yeah, I liked that part. I like water. Water's good for you.
So, JoJo's is ultimately a 200-year span story from starting here in the like 1700s and ending in the 2020s or something like that, before going back to part, I think like part 7, maybe part 6. You know, I might be wrong. Not pretending I am a JoJo historian yet, but one of the parts resets the world again to like characters that are a reboot version of these characters, Jonathan and Dio. Right? So like we go back to British kids. But we're gonna watch like 6 or 7 parts before we get to that. Jonathan is the first JoJo that we encounter on our Bizarre Adventure to meet all these JoJos. What do you think of him? Because I like that his character is just a good guy for the sake of being a good guy. Like, it's almost like his goal is to just be like as good as he can be, you know? Whereas Dio has nothing but motivation, which, you know, kind of compels him to do some bad shit. This could be an argument for why having motivation versus just living by a code can change a person's behavior drastically. Like, you'll do whatever you can to achieve your goals, but if you don't have any goals and you just have a code, you'll kind of just like wander around following that code.
Yeah. I thought his name was JoJo, not Jonathan. So like.
Well, it is.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. The characters of the show
have actual names.
The main character is always called JoJo. This one is Jonathan Joestar. JoJo. There's eventually a girl JoJo named Jolene Joestar. Jo. There's a girl.
What?
There's a girl for you to cosplay. We can cosplay
Does she
JoJo's.
have titties?
You do.
Does she?
Not as big as yours. But you can cosplay it and have the big titties.
That's true. I did like Joe though. I did
like JoJo. Just call him JoJo. I call him Jonathan because I like to differentiate between the JoJos, right?
There's multiple?
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're all called JoJo.
Oh my god.
The JoJos that we're going to be following are Jonathan Joestar, Joseph Joestar, Jotaro Joestar, and Josuke Higashikuda, whatever. I don't know his last name. I don't speak Japanese. And then there's like Jolene Joestar, and then there's Gio. Yeah, Giorno Giovanni. Giorgio. JoJo. So he's also JoJo.
Fuck.
But he's Giorno Giovanni JoJo.
Why are there so many JoJos?
That's the point. So, when did the show actually grab your attention? Because I didn't start to get interested until vampires, which luckily were introduced about 4 episodes in.
halfway of the first episode, I didn't really pay attention to it, or at least I don't remember it. But, like, what did catch my attention was specifically Dio, like, switched the medicine for, like, poison in the, like, when he's about to give it to the
Jonathan's dad.
Yeah. And Jonathan's was like, yo, I know what you're up to, boy. You're killing the dad. Come here. And then they fight. And then the house burns down. That's my favorite part. When the house burns down. Because then it's, like, satisfactory. The art! Oh my god, it was good. I like the art a lot. Because, specifically, my favorite part is how they animated the intro. It's 3D, which I usually hate. I usually hate 3D modeled stuff, but the art style made up for it. It was good. I liked it. Where it was a combination of the colors, the cross-stitching kind of way to shade, and then it was like rough. It's rough. And then just the general style of it, I like. There's a lot of colors. Like, there's a lot of, like, nothing sticks to a color palette whatsoever, which
Lots
is my
of palette
favorite.
shifts.
Yeah, which is my favorite. I love palette shifts.
Have you ever seen that in any other media before?
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the animation's so much more there than Evangelion. Just, there's animation. It's not still frames for 20 seconds. It's like...
Right.
They put more effort into it, which I appreciate. Plus, it's, like, flashier and more attention grabbing.
I think it's more effort or more money, probably.
Yeah.
Just probably more money.
The character design was done well. I like the colors that they used on the characters themselves. Like, I like the hair. The hair is very flashy, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's flashy hair.
Made character hair for every character.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, a notable design I like is Dio as, like, the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like, when it's in the shadows and you can, like, see his face. Like, but, like, not really. So, like, you see his eyes are covered.
Right. What do you think of his
Shadow.
poses and stuff? Like, you've seen a few of his, like stances where he just Dio's in the dark. Like, he's, like, standing in the shadows.
Oh,
like
God.
A Greek god.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's
definitely gonna draw us as JoJo characters
it's such
soon.
a thing for him to do. Just pose in the dark. That
Just flexing for himself.
Yeah, fucking great. It's also a notable thing is I like how he thought the mask was to control his victim,
Right.
but it was to enhance the victim. So he's like, oh shit. Well, I know the limitations of my own abilities now.
Right.
I'm gonna use this on myself now. I'm quite curious as to what happens when your, like, mask, like, hits you, like, actually, like, what you see, because it was described as, oh, it's like the worst thing you'll ever feel or something.
Right.
Or you're going to go through this tremendous pain. But I want to know what that is.
So you're saying you'd put the mask on?
No.
You just want to know what it is?
I just want to know what it is. I just want to, like a GoPro in somebody's memories, their eyes, so I could see through their eyes and be able to see what they're seeing. That's what I want most in this world.
That'd be cool just in general, yeah. I'd pay a lot of money to see, like, police body cams through their eyes.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, YouTubers just go out in public and they could film with their eyes.
Yeah, it'd be like VR. It's like VR.
You'd have to probably put tech in your brain to do that. And I don't want to do that. No tech in my brain.
No tech in my brain either, sadly. I guess I'm not going to know what's going to happen when I put that mask on because I don't want to become a vampire.
We need a JoJo's VR like fighting game where if you choose Dio, he puts the mask on and you see it through the first person of the VR.
I'd imagine it's just like a flash of white.
Right.
But
then it turns you into a real vampire.
Yeah. It's like
in real life because you play the VR game.
Yeah. You become a vampire.
I'd love a JoJo's VR. Like,
if you're playing
game.
If you're playing the VR, you already are a vampire because you don't leave your house. That's my stance.
Probably true. We have VR. We leave the house.
Do you use VR though?
I got bored of it.
Yeah, exactly. People who actually play on VR don't leave the house.
You're not gonna make any friends with that comment. Do you repent?
No.
Do you love Evangelion?
No.
Say you love Evangelion.
I do not love Evangelion. Ah.
Say it to the camera.
I do not love Evangelion. Do you love Evangelion, sir?
No. No, I do not.
You must.
I'll never like it. Never. No matter how much I watch. I'll never like Evangelion.
You got it.
No.